You already know what it is, man. This friend with M3S3. Men make moves, suckers stand still. We out here in Jersey, man, rocking with Part of My Opinion podcast, black-owned podcast, really putting it on for the culture. These men right here, man. They not lazy, they chasing the dream, and they out here making moves, and they building it up from scratch. Y'all go support. If they hit y'all up, I need y'all to pull up to their podcast, man. This real shit right here. Make moves.
Hey, yeah, hey, y'all just take my words and try to twist shit. I'm a real nigga, you a nigga, that's the difference. Hey, some y'all niggas hating from the distance, not watching what I say, you got a part of my opinion. Chico tweeting while we coming different. We the sharks up in the water, nigga, don't get stranded. Hey, some y'all niggas hating from the distance, not watching what I say, y'all got a part of my opinion.
Yo, we back. Season 2, episode 11. That's my good brother over there said. I'm your host, Juan, Mr. Sarcasm. To my left.
Nigga fucking up on his own.
I know.
I'm the shooting Ben Simmons today.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know how I can shoot. Nigga, what the fuck?
He can't shoot.
That's why I'm the shooting Ben
better-
Simmons.
he
I can
You
shoot.
better bring that shit against the Celtics.
Listen.
I don't know what the fuck he
Onk
talking
don't like Ben Simmons and you don't, so I'm the shooting Ben Simmons
It's a
today.
long intro, good brother.
Yo, this been the funniest nigga.
Yo, you in rare form this week,
Yo,
nigga.
this the
This
funniest
nigga's
nigga
in rare
all
form.
I'm gonna let the intro finish and we
Yeah,
get back
look.
with you.
Anyway, look. These niggas right here is crazy. Especially, I'm Chico, aka Mr. Terrible. What the fuck is going on out there? I got my good brother over here.
Producer, Sonny, made man.
Listen, man, we got a good one for y'all today, man. We got a special guest. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
You already know what it is, man. M3S3, make moves, suckers stand still. I'm out here rocking with the good boys, man. These my niggas right here, man.
So before I know men make moves and stuck and stand still, I just need you to hold on 1 second while I address this nigga real, cause he been fucking with me all
Yo, he had it in the clip. He had it in the clip.
I ain't got nothing for his ass right now. Why you keep fucking with me? What the fuck did I do to you?
Yo, you got this nigga walking barefoot in the
You see,
podcast.
He done took the
Nigga
Yeezys.
barefoot.
He done took
I
the
took my
Yeezys
shoes
off.
off.
Balls and shit.
Nigga gonna send a motherfucking Nerf ball talking about we had these on in the podcast. The fuck was that for? It's a motherfucking Tuesday and shit. We ain't dropped no videos. I had them shits on 2 weeks ago. Why you gotta come at my shit, man?
Hey, man, I just so happened to stumble across one of the Nerf football, and I said, you know what? Let me send this to the group, man, because they look exactly like what my
The
boy
bad
had
part
on,
was,
man.
bro, they looked exactly like
Was they the nerves?
Every them Yeezy joints with the holes in them.
You know them Yeezy.
the runners and shit.
Yeezy runners.
Oh, yeah, the foam.
Yeah, the foam Jones, yeah.
Shit cost $400, but he know my brother gonna get on me. Bad part about it was I had to bow down because them shits look exactly like
If
them.
you wanted these, I'd have just bought some nurse. You just cut the hole, you put your feet in them.
Them shit's
That's
comfortable
crazy.
as hell. Y'all can say what y'all want to.
my
I had
homeboy
them
told
on
me
at the
that.
same time too, so when he sent them, I took a picture like I got them shits on now. That's crazy. Yo, I never did nothing to you though.
Hey, man, you know, sarcasm starting to come out a little bit.
That
more.
wasn't no
That's
sarcasm. That shit seemed very personal. But men gonna make moves. We gonna get back to this shit.
transition.
We gonna get back
That
to this
transition
one,
was
though.
fire.
The fuck was that?
There's the Yeezy box.
Yeezy box on.
I thought we had motherfucking sound effects and everything going down inside.
DJ EFN and shit with the blowhorn.
Right. That shit was right on. Speaking of DJ EFN, your jackets was you know what I'm saying, in premiere doing Drink Champs. What episode was that Nore and them had that on? What Nore
I
had
don't
it
know
on?
what I don't know if he actually put it on.
Put it
yet.
on in there?
Yeah, but yeah, it was crazy meeting him and all that. Yeah, him and also DJ EFN got that. He got those shirts, and then Nore got the coats.
Okay.
And then
Shout out to Drink Champs.
yeah, shout out to Drink Champs. And they
shout out
got a
Drink
guy over there named Chino. After I met Nore and them, and the vibe was good. You know, like you were saying, like it started out just like on some business, But then the vibe was good, and he had a man named Chino. I guess he's kind of behind the scenes. He pulled me to the side. You know, I sent him some stuff, and then we're working on getting M3S3, and I'm trying to pull in something with Geechi on Smoke Champs. You know, they got like that
Smoke Champs.
Smoke Champs. Yeah. So the dude Chino runs Smoke Champs, and that's why I be telling people is like, don't just take an opportunity as an opportunity, or don't just take business as business, or don't a bag as a money grab. It's like, while you there, see if you could build a relationship. You know, you might not even take the money, because in the long run, that person that you spared the money might be in a room that might pull a big bag for you, and they choose to push your name in that on that table because of how y'all relationship works. So yeah, but long story short, yeah, that's the Nore situation. I don't know if he wore it yet, but he said he would, but I'm sure he gets shit like that all the time.
Right.
So that's why I got my own video.
So I got a question, man. How did you come up with your name or your brand? Yeah. How did you?
So it was something that I was saying already before I even had a clothing line. The story is, at one point I was in a position to where I had to man up and get full custody of my 2 kids. Right. I got 4, but I had 2 at the time. And I had to. Long story short, I had to man up and get full custody of them. I had a lot of support while I had them on the East Coast.
Got you.
I was in the Navy at the time.
Okay.
So I got orders to go to California. So then I don't know anybody in California. I'm a young guy, so I still, your mom, can you watch them go to the club? I'm still like running around, taking care of my kids, of course, but I'm still living.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know nobody. It's almost like, if you aren't adulting yet, you adulting right now. It's almost like that's what God was saying. Like, you about to be fully just you and them.
Right.
No help. Let's see how you build. And I was going back and forth for a long time, like, thinking about seeing if my parents would move with me, somebody come help me. I was going back because I'm in the military and I got to take these 2 kids.
Your kids,
That's
right.
tough. You know what I'm saying? And one day it just hit me like, man, you being a sucker, man. These your kids. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care how you got these kids. I don't care what's going on. You need to man up, stop being a sucker, and move your ass to California and take the kids like you're supposed to do, right? So I had a homeboy. It's his birthday today. Salute, Mike. I had a homeboy. He was like, yo, I'll go with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing. I'll go with you. I was like, all right. So the whole trip, it was like a 2-day trip.
Oh, you drove to Cali?
And I drove. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I drove too. Because, the military would pay to fly me, but I had the 2 kids, so I drove. Long story short, I drove. So that whole trip, I was telling, like, yo, man, make moves, yo. I gotta do what I gotta do, suckers thing. I ain't being no sucker, man. These my kids, I ain't gonna be no sucker thing. And that's where it came from. Okay. That's where the original Men Make Moves, Suckers Stand Still, because I chose to make that move and not be a sucker and keep trying to figure out ways around what I needed to do. So that's where it started. You know what I'm saying?
The beauty of like the name is like, whenever I tell a person, like if I wear the merch and they see it, and everybody asks like, what's that mean? What's that mean? And I tell them like, you get 2 different reactions. You get the old head reaction to where like they just don't understand this shit,
right?
And then you'll get the street nigga reaction to where like they give you like that turned up jazz,
right?
Face, like
jazz.
That shit, like that shit hard, like
right.
how motherfuckers come up with that and shit. You get what I'm saying? Motherfucker dying over here. I don't know what the fuck. I tried to.
I let a couple coughs go through,
I
but
tried to ignore.
Yeah.
You ready to put this nigga in a quarantine right now?
I tried to ignore the first couple coughs, but it was just, the coughs
You
kept
see, I
getting worse.
turned your way.
But go ahead, man,
Motherfucker the fuck the trade. No, come on, man. Yo, man. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Give a sponsor to NyQuil. This nigga needs some cough medicine.
I just need something to drink, man. Damn.
But so motherfuckers return. They know, like they love what it. They love, the name of it and what it stands for.
Right.
And I think all men do. And I think like it's crazy because you'll sit out there and you listen to so many names and stuff. Like yours is one of those ones to where it's like I can get behind that shit. Like that shit means a lot. Like
Real recognize real. Yeah, it definitely comes with the energy. And that's one thing, you know, I didn't want to just name a brand. When I decided to turn it into a clothing brand and I was thinking of names, I didn't want to just be a brand that will come and go. Because if you're just a name, sometimes it do work. But if you're just a name, like, I don't know, the Fly brand, you know what I'm saying? That's just an example, the Fly brand. And you might have some fire shit, motherfucker want to get it, wear it, just, you know, for the moment. But if your brand comes with something, just like if it comes with a keychain or it comes with a sticker, if it comes with energy, that's gonna live with a person. That person might take care of that shirt forever just because of what it means.
What it means, right?
You know what I'm saying? This person might be saying, "I'm gonna get into the gym, man. I used to be in shape. I'm gonna get to," and they see that M3S3 shirt over there. I'm being a sucker right now, man. Even they might ain't throw it on, but just what it mean, you know, it forces you to look into the mirror, and a lot of people have a problem looking into the mirror on their own anyway. So if you got something that's making you look into the mirror, like you being a sucker right now, you know what your goals is. And you here watching other people do it, you need to be doing. You watching gym videos, or you watching entrepreneurs, or you watching whatever the situation is. You looking at other people do it all day, but you being a sucker right here, not making the move. So I wanted my brand to come with some energy. So I was like, damn, why don't I just name it that? You know, I'm saying it every day. I just name it that, and I put it on a shirt and posted it. I didn't even have a shirt, you know, and that's another one of my strategies that I be telling people. Because they be like, I ain't got no money. I want to start a brand, I don't have no money. But when I started this, I didn't even have the shirt.
Got you.
You see, I had a mock-up. I posted the mock-up. How much? Can you send it here? Got like 100 and some comments. I was like,
that's dope.
Even the symbolism, you got the king chess piece.
The chess piece.
People will tell you that the queen is the strongest piece on the board, but that's false because game over when you get the king.
Right.
The king is the strongest piece. The queen protect the king. Like, how did you come up with that? Even like in the intro to Power, when Ghost turned to the king, like that symbolism, like watching that intro just
Power,
gets me.
man,
Like,
that touched me right there, seeing that intro every time. But how I ended up involving, so of course, you know, I sent it to an artist. You know, this is what I want to make. You know what I'm saying? This is what I was telling you outside, how a lot of times people get stuck on not being a designer, but they have the vision.
Right.
It's very rare you come up on a Kanye, somebody with a vision and a design. Even he, I'm sure he's not sitting there.
Yeah,
he got the vision, and he's like, yo, come do this. I see this, and the dude's doing it. So long story short, you know, I hit up a designer, a couple of them, told them the brand, and I got a bunch of designs that came back, and this was one of them. And the artist who did it, he was from Jersey. It's crazy. He was from Jersey. I don't remember who he is, but the artist who did it, he basically put the chess piece as in like, cause he was like a chess. He played chess.
right.
But when I saw it, I was like, I already know what this is gonna be, because when you play chess, there's so many different lanes you can go. When you play chess, you have to move strategic. You want to move as a king, you know. And for the females, we got the queen piece. So you want in life, you want to move like a queen. That's strategic. That's smart. That's with power. That's with authority, and that's with determination. When a king or a queen enters the building, it's like, all right, you know this is somebody who about their shit. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to put my brand behind it. And right now, we created the gorilla piece. I don't know if you've been seeing, like, we've been.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So everybody else chooses the lion, but some people identify the gorilla as the king of the jungle too.
Absolutely.
So same thing with the king piece. When the gorilla enters the jungle, it's like, all right.
King Kong.
Respect. And he about his shit. So that's what my brand is about, man. It's about moving strategic, moving smart, and at the end of the day, just moving. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how that really came about.
I got a two-part question. First question is, how long was you a battle rap fan? And the second part is, how did you introduce your clothing line to the battle rap culture?
So, man, I've been a battle rap fan. I don't even know. Like, I had the DVDs, you know, the Reed Dollars. When Philly was battle rap.
Wow, yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was like Too Raw for the Streets. It was
Big Star.
Big Star.
Yeah, Big Star. Shout out to Big Star.
When it might not have been a lot of punchlines, but they just was rapping. And it was all about who had the most raps.
Right.
Who had the most raps? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when I was a fan.
Yeah, bro. Like they had this dude from Philly named Hollow Man.
I know Hollow Man. Shout out to Hollow Man.
Yeah.
He was a monster.
Hollow Man. They had this dude named Bugsy.
I heard of Bugsy too.
They had this
I remember
dude.
Bugsy.
Man, that's when I saw Reed Dollars and E. Ness and
Frank with the
even
Grippers.
Free. I
Frank
saw
with the
Free
Grippers.
before I seen
Free.
him with
NH,
Rockefeller.
NH.
NH, yeah, NH, yeah. Joey Jihad.
Joey Jihad.
Absolutely. Eddie. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What's the dude Mook ended up battling?
That was
From Philly.
Young Hot. Young Hot. Yeah, Young Hot.
He was fire too.
Yup,
I don't know
Young
what
Hot.
happened with So I've been a battle rap fan
That's
since
been a while, for
then.
sure.
So one of my logics, man, is if you and it's an old head who taught me this, if you find something that you like to do anyway and make that your job, you'll never feel like you worked a day in your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
the other logic is, I'll get into the other logic, but with saying that, right? How I got my brand in the battle rap culture. I love battle rap. So I was like, I want to put my brand into things that I like to do anyway, because then I can insert not only the brand, but myself in these situations that I want to be at anyway. I'm going to be at a battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If my brand not involved in the battle and I'm just there, it's like I could have brought this through the door too. So that's why you see my brand in a lot of sports. I get behind like athletes. I get behind like high schools because I love basketball. That's why I do like the yearly basketball tournaments because I love basketball. Just my brand is there, so I don't feel like I'm working. I'm having fun.
Right.
I'm having fun. You know. I get my brand behind things that I'm like. We talk to the kids like that are in juvie systems, and I do like motivational speaking because I love every morning I watch motivational speaking. Eric Thomas, whoever. I'm watching one person a day.
Got you.
So I like doing that anyway, so I was like, you know what, let's have a youth mentorship kind of program where we go to these different cities and I bring people who are involved with my brand who got a story and we sit in front of some kids who may be going left or maybe going right, or we sit in front of them some athletes who ain't taking it serious and I got an athlete here who could have made it but he didn't. But my brand is in there because that's what I do anyway.
Absolutely.
So that's how I got into the battle rap culture because once I created the brand, I had already been watching battle rap, and I contacted a couple people, but one time Tay-Rock liked a picture, and I was like, oh, Tay-Rock liked it, you know. So I DM'd him like, yo, I was in Maryland, I was pushing the brand in Maryland, and I was like, yo, just my brand, blah, 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 blah. I hit him from like the business page because at the time I wasn't really showing who I was. And I was like, yo, you know, this is our brand, this is what it's about. And he just said, pull up. I'm like, pull up? I hit my man like, look, he just said, pull up. He like, he probably high, he don't know what he talking about. After that, boom, address. I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
I was like, yo, he like, what the fuck is you doing? Get in the car, go.
Right.
I was like, but I don't even know, you know, what if he on some other shit, you know, like. He's like, man, what you got he gonna take from you? You ain't rich enough. Like, all right. You know, hopped in the whip, drove all the way out there. I hit him on the message like, yo, I'm out here. And then it's on Instagram. He didn't give me a number, so it was awkward already. When you just got somebody, social media, and you can't call him. Like, I'm outside. Like, I'm like hitting him on the Instagram. And he responded like, yo, call me. So I called him like, yo, I'm outside. He came out. He was smoking. He was like, yo. Went over there, dapped me up, walked me in his house. I was in there with his family.
Sat me on the couch. He asked me a couple questions about the brand. We did like a little video. Then he wore it. Then other people started hitting me up about it. You know what I'm saying? So
Spread it.
and that's when it kind of slowly spread it into the battle rap culture. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
But to be honest, when my bro wore it, Geechi,
Took off.
because he really felt what it meant.
Right.
He really told me like, nah, I really feel like that. You know, that's how I feel. So when he wore like Rick Ross said, you have to have people on your team who see your vision and move like it's theirs.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't hit people that are like, hey, did you? No, because you supposed to want to do it too.
Right.
Why you ain't doing this? I'm doing this every day. You don't feel like it's yours too. So he felt it, so he was doing it like that.
Right,
Yo, y'all go
absolutely.
to www.m3s3 apparel under battles. He was with Jay Prince Jr. Yo, M3S3, he was with Lil Jon. He was on the BET Awards. I'm like, yo.
And it's funny you say that, because I honestly, no.
You thought it was
disrespect.
his?
I thought it was his
And
brand.
I was cool
I thought
with
it was
that.
his.
I was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'd be in somewhere with it on, but yo, that's Geechi shit.
Yeah,
Like, yo,
yeah.
$32.
That's what I thought.
You know, and whatever. I really didn't care about that. And,
Right.
and you know, somebody really talked to me about that. Like, yo, put yourself out there,
your name
because
on
you really live this every day. You doing it. Put your brand, show your face. I was telling your man, like, yeah, you know, because he was like, he seen Saga with it. And like, I thought Saga, you know, I thought it was his. I was like, yeah, and I was really cool with that. I didn't want to be out there like that. So, you know what I'm saying? After a while, you know, I just started putting my face out there. But yeah, after when Geechi wore it and he put it on his back the way he did, it allowed me to eat in a really good way. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So anybody else significant, it don't have to be battle rap community, but it could be the battle rap community or just outside that represents your brand out. You know what I'm saying? Where they at or where, you know, whatever they do. Like
a lot of powerful, like with battle rap, I gotta like Jerry West. He wears it like it's his own. Easy always shows love. Chess always shows crazy love with the brand. Like everybody has basically worn it, but it's certain people who really
gravitate.
really like wear on their own.
the most.
Like,
Yeah.
yo,
Geechi went about 10 straight battles
Yeah,
with it.
I
Like the
remember when
black ones, the
Geechi-
blue ones, like
Right.
wearing the pullover, windbreak, like he
everything.
just- and
Yeah.
And on some real shit, it made me feel like, oh shit, like all right, I'm wearing the right shit, because when I started wearing it, you know what I'm saying, it was when we didn't really see no battle rappers wearing it like that. So
Right.
when they started wearing it and we had it on too, it was like, all right,
It's the right shit.
We fucking with the right shit.
And that's what I felt too,
Right.
because like I said, other people had it before he had it.
Right.
But when he wore it, and I liked him as a person, and he was fire on stage, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one right there. Yeah, because everybody else felt the same way.
Right.
You know, it's like if I had a random athletic shirt, and I knew LeBron in high school, but everybody else was wearing it too, but then LeBron turned out to be that dude. I'm like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy you use LeBron, like King James. Your symbolism in itself, like the king crown, the king chess piece, like everybody want to be the king of battle rap. So
Right.
why not wear that? Like
Exactly.
it promotes it perfectly. Like it's
Exactly.
a great marketing strategy. Like it's perfect.
And it familiarizes itself with certain people. And I feel like that about LeBron though, honestly. Like the people that I gravitate to, the athletes, the rappers, I like a lot of them, but the ones who I really gravitate to are the ones who do stuff outside of their area. Like LeBron is in his communities. He started a school. He's raising his sons. He's got a family.
Facts.
He's doing like all this other stuff and moving like a real king.
Right.
Absolutely.
He's not just nice on the court.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the asshole off the court.
Right.
Like he really is not. He's dope on the court, and in real life he doing real king shit. So that's why he's like my number one favorite like basketball player.
Absolutely.
Because of that. Like
Right.
there are other people who do way more, you know, shit, but because of just that, his whole resume is what I'm drawn to. It's like what we talked about before, believability.
Right.
Like I believe he move like a king.
Right.
Ain't no Nike commercial, ain't no nothing that could tell me something else. It's not because of that. It's because what I really see him out there doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
So I got a question for you. What year did you found, M3S3?
As a clothing brand, I turned into a clothing brand 2020.
Right,
so the end of 2019. So when y'all know, when was that?
Summer
When did I
Ma-
see y'all?
Summer Madness.
Summer
was-
Madness. No, it's not Summer Madness. Summer Impact.
Summer
Impact was 19 or
It was
20?
19.
It was then, yeah. So it was an official clothing brand. Was that the end of 19?
Yeah, it was.
It was August.
Yeah,
it was
September, yeah.
September,
I had
August.
turned to a clothing brand like a little bit before that.
Okay,
So-
so when we first saw you, you was fresh. You
I was
like-
fresh
you
out
take-
there,
yeah,
yep.
you take
And I
3
love
years.
that y'all seen that. That made this podcast, that made me want to get here even more.
This shit is full circle to
It's
me.
full circle,
I've been saying
man.
that shit for the past. I've been saying the words full circle for the past year and a half now, and this shit just.
And I meet so many people, and one thing I take pride in is I had a moment in my life where I say I'm just always gonna be honest.
Right.
Some people say, yo, I'm blunt, and they use that for an excuse to be rude, right? I'm not rude.
Right.
I know how to be honest and not be rude.
Right.
So one thing that was crazy is I meet so many people, and honestly, sometimes I'm just talking to somebody. I don't really know them.
Right.
Now that's just me being transparent.
Right.
And they're
Meet
talking
too
to me
many
about
people.
stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Right.
And I'm being genuine. I'm trying to remember, but I might not. I only got like 5 seconds, 10 seconds with this person. So I'm thinking the first time I met Ja was Texas.
Right.
Was you with him in Texas?
Yeah, we was in Texas
So
too.
I
right.
thought in Texas, right? Because
But yeah, you was already but you was already following me and everything
Running
on
around.
Instagram,
right
Before
See?
Texas.
Right, yeah. So I'm
It was
running
just
around.
now it's just putting the name to the faces. 'cause
Exactly.
You see too many.
And I think in Texas, I think I was waiting on Easy, and then Easy saw y'all or something. I forgot
Right.
how it happened. And then we came back, me and my whole team. I had the females go around the corner. He was promoting. I had the couple dudes go over here. Y'all do this. And then I was walking around, saying what up. And then this dude interviewed me, and then he was like, "Yo, what up?" I'm talking to him, and then he probably said, "Yo, did you say you ain't say nothing about Charlotte then?"
Nah.
He was
I
like,
ain't say
"Yo," and I was like, "Yeah." And then we talked. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, Houston, yeah, he was in Houston." He was like, "Yeah." And he's so smooth, like he not gonna listen, Charlotte, like he ain't
Right.
gonna do that. He
Right.
just like, yeah, all right, well, yeah. So then I was talking to him one time, a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it was was it before the
It was just
three-way
me-
call?
it was me
Oh, it was
and
me and
you,
you. He's like, "Yo, I don't know if you really understand. Like, when you was outside passing them shirts out, you had them around your arm, you was stopping cars. I was there in Charlotte."
Right.
I like, "At Double Impact?" He's like, "Yeah, I bought like 5. Like, yo. Then he sent me the picture with you, him, and Geechi. I was
Right.
like, "Yo, now I remember that like yesterday. I remember that like yesterday." So
And then I found the picture when we was on Hip Hop.
hip hop is
Hip hop is real.
I
Yeah.
had the T-shirt on at the time for the sent to him.
Yeah,
because
so-
like a lot of motherfuckers just be talking just to talk,
Just to
but like
talk,
when you
absolutely.
send
Yeah,
it,
when you
like me,
said-
like it's like nah, like I'm in there, like nah, nigga,
we was actually there. Like,
first
we was
tee,
actually
nigga.
there.
first tee,
Nigga, the
yeah,
first
first
tee.
T-shirts,
Yeah, so I was
All
like,
that.
I was hyped after I found that out. Like I was telling everybody, like, no, these, listen, man, they was here from the beginning. I can't wait. I'm about to go out there and talk with them. So that was crazy, man, because that was a tough part
you say-
of my brand when y'all
So
got
you
to
say
witness.
3 years ago, right? It's like when you basically got
Basically,
it. To where now I just say for you in the last year and a half, you see the Dave East post, you see the Drakes, the Chris Brown invitations to the crib, Nore, Joe Budden podcast. You just start seeing all these, you get what I'm saying? What, just the other day, Country Wayne, he on fire right now.
Country
Just
Wayne,
like
shout
all
out
the
to Country
networking
Wayne,
that
all
you
them.
do is just like crazy. 3 years ago, did you see that?
Nah.
It's
3 years ago, I said I'm gonna sell a couple shirts, keep a full-time job, but kind of like what we talking about, like good little side hustle. I'm not about to stay up all day doing this. And then
Now it's more than just it. Now
Once
it's more
you
than
see-
just clothes. Now it's really a whole movement.
a movement.
Now.
It's a movement. Yeah.
it's a movement.
movement now.
Exactly. It's a movement.
There's so many ways you can, that you could profit off of it and just to keep expanding on that.
Exactly.
And now you really got an empire now, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're the king of M3S3, man.
Salute, yeah.
And I respect you even more because you pay it forward. Like,
Right.
You didn't have to give me the jewels you gave me earlier
Right.
behind camera. Like, he's so ambitious that he grabbed you, like, and you just you did it off of love. Like, you didn't really have to be here, and we appreciate you a lot.
Absolutely,
Facts.
for sure,
Salute.
for
For
sure,
sure.
definitely.
Salute.
That's
yeah,
why-
for sure.
That's why you keep saying like, y'all brothers take care. Nah, you took care of us, so we gonna make sure you straight while you down here. You know, it's like I told you the little bit, and we ain't gonna say no names and nothing to it, but like I was telling you how we was,
Right.
reaching out to people, and you know somebody had the little weird ass reply and shit.
Right.
It's just like, the genuine love is like how, you know what I'm saying. That's what we want. Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We want to help people build at the same time. You help us build the network.
That's the
and,
best
you know, like
relationship.
you inviting us to Florida. That's dope as hell.
Yeah, facts. And I was telling him, like, one thing that I'm telling you, that situation you should use to somebody else. How I met y'all all the way back then when I was walking the street, knocking on the, yo, you want a t-shirt? Like, people didn't know what it was, maybe. Yo, do you want a shirt from a guy selling a shirt? Like, I might as well ask for a cup, ask for change. Like, yeah, man, give me a shirt. Like, some people knew what it was, but then some people was like, yeah, I'll get you, brother. I see you out here grinding. I don't even know what this is. Let me get it. So y'all see me then, and y'all was genuine. I don't remember anything else.
Right.
So it's like when you first meet, that first impression is you can't get it back.
Absolutely.
You can't get it back. And I remember y'all being genuine and really looking out. So I just really wanted to come.
Right.
And then now that I know what you guys are doing behind the scenes, like Geechi, J Murder, people like that tell you, like, I'm not gonna hit your phone about business until the business is ready for you to say yes or no. So I've been working on behalf of y'all's podcast already. That's just how I move. That's man shit. That's king shit. I see what you guys are doing. I remember you guys from back then. I'm on the phone like, yo, you should hop on this. You should go to this podcast. Just like I hit you like, yo, I forgot how it happened. I was like, yo, I can get Geechi for you or whatever.
Like how you asked me, the way you said verbatim, it was like, yo, how far do you want to take this? And I'm like, well, what's the lane? And I'm like, we just, anybody, with a voice that wants to sit here, like, we started taking care of home. Now we want to take care of us. Like, we want to get out there. I think we did, what we had to do for home.
Right.
Anyone that was dope, we used to put posters up all week. Yo, who want to come sit on the couch?
Right.
Who got something they want to promote? Who got something they want? We did what we were supposed to do. Now it's time for us to take care of us.
Exactly.
And the first thing you did was
King move.
First thing you did was you say, yo, I could get you this, I could get you that. Like, yeah, Geechi, yeah, yo.
Let's cut the
10 minutes,
fat.
10 minutes
Who
later.
at the top?
yeah.
You just had Easy.
Right.
Who next?
Right.
Geechi. He's the number one battle rapper right now.
Right.
Let me just do this for you right now. Boom.
I'm glad.
Because it's a little roll you got to take. Now get off on exit 8, make it right.
Right. Oh, you know the exit now. You know the exit. You know the exit.
I see that, right?
You know the exit now.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm glad you alluded to that. So I want to ask you, and we kind of spoke off camera about it.
Okay, yeah.
But who the battlers that do it for you right now?
Okay, so right now, if I see these particular people, I'm gonna just throw out 5 names.
Okay, cool.
People that I'm really watching right now. Geechi, of course, Surf. Any Geechi, any Surf battle I'm watching. Any Easy battle I'm watching. A lot of people are sleep on West, but because of the relationship I got with Jerry West, anytime Jerry West is out there, and he's fire. That's another thing. Anytime he out there, I'm watching him. Any Loso battle, I'm watching him. Any Fonz battle, any chess battle,
Gotcha.
Calico. I like Av. I like the punchers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's certain ones that it's almost like a movie. It's like when you think about a movie.
Right.
Like if you see a Will Smith movie, you see a Denzel movie, I'm watching that. But there's other ones where you like, I'll catch it, later. But yeah, for sure those guys, for sure.
That's crazy. So we gonna end this segment right now, though. But we really want to thank you for, being a man and definitely making moves.
Salute.
Because there's a lot of suckers standing still right now and they don't understand. Like, you get what I'm saying? We going to win regardless. As long as we got each other, we definitely going to go.
That's how it works.
The only way is up from here, and for the people there, like, this man came from Florida. Like,
Absolutely, man.
He came
Respect,
from
man.
he came from
Definitely
Florida.
appreciate it.
Facts.
Sure.
One jewel I want to leave before we go, and it's really because of what it did for me, to anybody who out there who got a side hustle or who has something that they want to blow, but they working too, but if this were to take off, they would commit to this, is something that that I read that said, use your 9 to 5 to fund your 5 to 9.
Absolutely.
Until your 5 to 9 is your 24/7.
Absolutely.
Like
So
that.
if you keep that thought in the back of your head, because of the 5 to 9 is not going to take, you might be 60
That's the truth.
and it take off. And it's something you like doing anyway. If it's something you like to do anyway, if you're just trying to get a bag, that's going to fail. But like I said in the beginning, if it's something you like to do anyway, you could be 60 and it take off and you cruising because you want to wake up and do this every day anyway.
Right, this is what we want.
So yeah, make
Respect,
moves.
man. Thank you
Facts. I
definitely
appreciate
for
you guys
coming
having
through.
me though.
Thank you for coming through for sure.
Part 2 in Miami coming soon.
Yes,
Definitely,
sir. Yes,
yeah, I'll be
sir.
right
Let's
there,
do
Miami
it.
trip.
ASAP.